friends, good afternoon. So in this video we are going to discuss about DNA replication. So what do you mean by replication? As I already said, in central dogma of molecular biology, the replication is an important process because our genetic material DNA has to be replicated, it has to be copied. So only each and every cell will be getting the exact genetic material from the parent cell. For example, if you have, imagine a cell which has DNA, so when it is dividing, it will be producing two cells actually. So in the two cells all should be there. The same copy of the DNA should be transferred to the two cells. Again, these two cells will be divided into 4 cells and 8 cells will be going on like that. Is called as mitotic division. So when will be this happening? So as you all know, the cell cycle, during cell cycle what happens, you will be having G1 phase, G2 phase and M phase will be there. So in between will be having what? S phase. So during the cell cycle, S phase. So the cell cycle will be starting with what? G1 phase. So G1 phase will be followed by this S phase. So after S phase will be having what? G2 phase. Then later it enters the mitotic phase. During mitotic phase only the cell will be dividing. So before dividing what happens? In S phase, that means synthesis phase, the DNA will be replicated. The replication of the DNA taking place during the S phase. Okay, so that is the idea here. Now coming into the replication, there is a set of enzymes, group of enzymes which will be helping in the replication process. You will be seeing that here. As you all know, the DNA is a double helical structure, right? So DNA will be double helical structure. Imagine this will be the one strand number 1 and this is the strand number 2. Okay, so imagine, so one strand will be running from 5 prime to 3 prime. Another strand will be running from here 5 prime to 3 prime. In the opposite direction it will be running. That is called as what? Anti-parallel. So regarding the structure and all those things I have discussed in the previous session. So if you have not seen that video, you can click the link and you can see I have given the description. Okay, and you can come here. Imagine the first strand. Suppose if you have A means what? That is a nitrogen base adenine. Oh, this is a single nucleotide. This will be pairing with what? T. Imagine here G, it will be pairing with C. Similarly, it will be going like this. So whatever base is there, opposite will be having what? Opposite strands will, that is like complementary base pairing will be, it will be going like this. So this is the double stranded DNA molecule. So the exact copy should be produced. So before that, what you should know means what will happen, what enzyme will be going and acting there. So in this DNA replication, there should be one particular sequence called as ORI region. ORI means origin of replication. So whenever there is a thing, replication has to be processed, this origin of replication region should be present in the DNA. So the complete, I have said you right. So the DNA length will be nearly 2.2 meters. Okay. In the 2.2 meters, in the case of eukaryotes, we will be having multiple origin of replication sites will be there. For example, here one site will be here, one site, and here one site. The many sites will be there. So simply origin of replication, that is particular site, which consists of particular nitrogen bases. Okay, particular nucleotide bases will be there. So for example, if you send a post or letter to some person, you need to know the address actually. So by knowing the address only, the perfect post will be reaching the perfect person. Okay, similarly here also the origin of replication region is like recognition sequence. So there only the replication will be initiated, originated. Okay, so the origin of replication will be starting at the place called as origin of replication. Now coming into the structure here, you can see like the double helical DNA. Imagine the double helical DNA will be having what? 5 prime to 3 prime, 3 prime to 5 prime. So what happens? It is like highly compactly packed. So it should be what? It should be unwind. It is highly winded. It should be unwind. Okay, imagine this is one strand, this is another strand. If it is like this, replication cannot happen. It should open like this. Okay, it should be open. Unwind means those two strands should be separated from each other. It is called as unwinding. So what happens in this location, you can see if it is like this, so it will be unwinding. Here you can see it is bonding will be there here. In these positions there will be the bond will be present, whereas here it is opened. Okay, so this is called as unwinding of DNA molecule. So this unwinding happens, so the DNA will be separated. Okay, this is called as replication replication bubble. Okay, here what happens, for easy explanation I will be taking only half of this. So from here to here, okay, from this location, if you see like this, now it will be like this. Okay, only half you are taking means you can be seeing like this. Okay, so when you take it as unwinded structure, like ladder structure, if you take, it will be like this. One strand will be like this, another strand like will be like this, and you can see it like this. It will be opening like this. Okay, you can see this structure. The unwinded structure is that right? So it will be opening like this. So this is, looks like a fork. So it is called as replication fork. Okay, now what happens, initially DNA has to be unwind. It is called as replication bubble. So in this location we will be having what? Or I said origin of replication will be present on the side. So on that location only what happens, it will be opening. So the opening will be producing replication bubble. If you take the half, it is called as replication fork. So in the replication fork only, the enzymes will be coming and acting. So all the process will be happening. I will be explaining how the process is taking place now. So initially what happens, I said right, the DNA has to be unwind. Okay, initially imagine this as a double helical DNA molecule. Now this should be open. How it will open? How those two strands are joined together with the help of bonds called as hydrogen bonds. So in between this is called as what? This one, this, all these are called as hydrogen bonds. So those bonds should be broken down. Okay, so it should be broken down like this. It should be opened like this. So what happened? This strand will go separately. This strand will be going separately like this. Okay, this unwinding, okay, this opening will be done with the help of enzyme called as helicase enzyme. Okay, so helicase is the enzyme which helps in the unwinding of the DNA molecule. This is the first enzyme we have to keep in mind. So the unwinding is done with the help of helicase enzyme. So what happens? Now the DNA has been opened like this. Okay, so you can clearly see here it is unwind. So what happens now? The DNA has been opened, unwind with the help of enzyme called as what? So imagine here the enzyme. Okay, this is the enzyme. This is called as helicase enzyme. This helicase enzyme will be moving in this direction. It will be moving in this direction. So what happens, whenever it is going this side, it will slowly unwind the DNA molecule. So replication will be easy. So helicase is for unwinding. Next what happens, there is a chance, so it has been opened like this. If it is like this, it is opened like this, right? So again there is a chance that what happens, the complementary bases are there, right? Suppose here if it is A, in opposite will be having what? T will be there. G means C will be there. So there is a chance what? It will be attracted towards each other. So the bonding can occur. Again the hydrogen bonds will bond, will be formed. Okay, what happens now? It will go open like this, right? Again it can come like this. So again it can the chance for winding. So it should be avoided. Okay. So again it should not go on attached like this. If it happens, replication cannot happen. So this will be performed by the set of proteins called as SSB. That is called as single stranded binding proteins. Okay, so single stranded binding proteins will be helping in the like keeping this single strand as such until the replication is over. It will be like this. That will be done with the help of these proteins. What these proteins will do means they will go on bind in the single strands like this. Okay, these are the SSBs. You can see here. So these are all called as what? SSB. So single strand binding proteins will be binding like this. So rewinding will not occur. It will be open as such. So after the completion of the replication, again these proteins will move out. Again it will come to the normal position. Okay, that is the idea here. So first enzyme is helicase for unwinding. So the single strand binding protein is for avoiding, preventing the rewinding of the DNA molecule. So this is why it is called a single strand binding protein. It binds only to the single strand. Okay, it will not be coming binding with the whole double strand. Only if the single strand will bind. What is called as single stranded binding proteins. Okay. Now coming again, you can see here. So these are the second enzyme. Next, what happens? So the DNA elongation has to be done. Okay. Before that, if you see here, so it will be helical structure will be like this, right? So the opening is here. So the opening is here. Now what happens? when you open like this, what happens? It is going on like this, right? So when it is going like this now, here in this location, what happens? There will be some tension created, some pressure, some tension, okay? Some tension pressure will be created, okay? When you pull like this now, the opposite direction, already it is binded, like, so when you pull like this, when the two strands are opening like this, in this location some tension, okay, some pressure will be created. As a result, there can be, this can cause damage, can be caused, okay? Some damages can be caused at this location. So to avoid the tension will be freed with the help of enzyme called as gyrase enzyme. So gyrase, it also can be referred to as topoisomerase because it comes under the class topoisomerase. So topoisomerase, okay, gyrase, topoisomerase. So these two things will be coming and involving in this position. So for to release what? So you can imagine here it is what? The enzyme called as gyrase enzyme, that is to release the tension which is created because of this unwinding. When you are unwinding like this now, here some pressure will be created, right? In this location, the pressure will be released. You can see here, right? That is released by this gyrase enzyme. That is the third enzyme involving here. So now again coming into the replication, the entire process here, you can see imagine this is a replication fork. Imagine in this location, if you have A, okay, imagine this is 3 prime and this is 5 prime. Here 3 prime and 5 prime location is there, okay. Now what happens? DNA will be synthesized in which direction? You can ask the question, okay. So usually what happens? Now DNA will be synthesized from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. Only the newly synthesized DNA will be produced, okay. The newly formed DNA, newly synthesized DNA will be in the direction 5 prime to 3 prime. Whereas the template strands will be from 3 to 5. What is template? Template means like model. So based on the template only, the new DNA will be produced. Here 3 prime to 5 prime. This is template number 1. Again here 3 prime to 5 prime in this direction, okay. This is the template, okay. This is called as template strands. So template means it is like model. From this only the new strands will be produced, okay. The newly produced strand will be from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. So in this case what happens? It starts from here and it goes like this, okay. Why it has to start in the 3 prime end means, the thing is that when you see the structure which I have given in the previous session, so you can see that the 3 prime consists of what? Free 3-OH group will be there, 3-OH group, whereas 5- consists of phosphate group. In the phosphate group directly what happens? Nucleotides cannot go on bind. Only in OH what happens? The removal of water molecule will happen. So the phosphoester bonds will be formed between two nucleotides. What have phosphodiester bonds will be formed, okay. Now the new nucleotide can go and join the 3' end only. It cannot join in the 5' end. That is the reason why the new nucleotides will be joining here. So the new DNA will be from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. Suppose here, new nucleotide is going and joining it. Example, here T is there. So what happens? Suppose A is going and attaching here means, so this is the new nucleotide. Here it will be 5' phosphate, okay. So it will be going in this direction. When it is in the ending, what will happen? Here it will be 3'. So what you can clearly see from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. So here it is 3 means opposite will be having what? When you see the structure, it will be clearly understood, which I have given in the previous session. So whenever that one DNA is running in from 3 prime to 5 prime, another DNA will be from 5 prime to 3 prime, opposite direction. So here 3 means opposite will be having what? 5. So the nucleotide will be joining here, it will be going in this direction. So newly synthesized will be 5 prime to 3 prime direction. So this is the main concept here, okay. Now you can see, so who will be initiating that synthesis, okay. So as I already said, during evolution, which formed first? RNA only formed first, right. So in this case, directly the polymerase enzymes, the enzyme which is involved in the extension of the DNA strand, cannot directly come and initiate the process, okay. So it needs some help of other enzyme called as primase enzyme. So primase. Okay, primase enzyme is very important. So this primase enzyme, what they will do, they will be synthesizing the RNA primers. So RNA primers will be synthesized by this primase enzyme. So these RNA primers will be attached in this location. Okay, imagine this is RNA primer. So RNA primers will be attached in this location. Okay, so after this RNA primer attached to this like primer means simply what? Some nucleated bases. That's it. For example, here it is A. Imagine A, G, C, T, A. It is going like this DNA. Suppose the primer, what is here? T is there, right? So here A will be there. A means T will be there. G means C will be there. What is it here? It is RNA primer. Okay. So RNA consists of what? Thymine will not be there. Instead of thymine, uracil will be there. So instead of thymine, we will be having what? Uracil will be there in the primer. Now what happens? Now the DNA polymerase will be coming. He is the main hero. The DNA polymerase is the main hero in this condition. So DNA polymerase 3. Okay, so DNA polymerase 3, what they will do? After the attachment of the primer, they will come and attach to this location. So DNA polymerase 3 will be attaching here. So they will be extending the DNA strand. What it is here? For example, here C is there. So opposite G will be added. Again it will be moving in this direction. T is there. So A will be added. A is there. T will be added. Again T will be added. It is going like this. So the new strand will be going in this direction. Okay. So this is the idea here. So from 5' to 3', it will be extending like this with the help of DNA polymerase 3 enzyme. Okay. So what happens here? Another set of enzyme called as polymerase 2 is there. Polymerase 1 is there. Okay. What are their functions? Like polymerase 1 and 2, both will be helping in repair mechanism. For example, if suppose polymerase 3, by mistake what happens? Sometimes instead of here T is there, instead of T, sometimes some other bases may come and join, like G, C or something is coming and joining in this place. That leads to mutation. Okay. So mutation means it leads to some genetic disorder also. So in that cases what happens? This polymerase 2 and polymerase 1, they will be proofreading mechanism will be done. Whether the bases added by the polymerase 3 is right or wrong. They will be proofreading and they will be checking. Suppose if it is wrong, they will be replacing with the correct base pair. That was done by this polymerase 2 as well as polymerase 1. And then another one important function done by this polymerase 2 is for the attachment of these catalytic activity properties are the right. For the enzyme should be going and joining, association, dissociation of the enzymes. So association as well as dissociation of the enzymes with the DNA strand, that will be helped by this polymerase 2 enzyme. If the polymerase 2 is perfectly working only, remaining all the other enzymes can go and join there. This association, dissociation of all other enzymes will be helped by this polymerase 2. So one will be helping in what? That proofreading activity. So another one function is that I will be explaining now when I coming to this direction. Okay. So have you understood this, right? Here nothing is a problem, right? You can see here one will be running in this direction, another will be running in this direction. So this is like continually it is producing. So it is called as continuous strand. So this is called as continuous strand, or it is called as leading strand, continuous strand or leading strand. So what means continuous? Without any gap, it will be continuously going this side. That is called as continuous strand or leading strand. Okay. Up to this you got an idea, right? So next if you see the next side, that is in opposite direction. So opposite direction will be different. Why? Because you can see here what was here 5 dash. 5 dash consists of what? Phosphate group. In phosphate group, the new nucleotides cannot come and join. Okay, only in 3 dash, only OH will be there, so new nucleotides can join there. In 5 prime, new nucleotides cannot join, it will not go in this direction. As I said, it will be always in 5 prime to 3 prime only, newly synthesized DNA will be there. So what happens? From inside, okay, from here to here only, it will be producing, right? 5 prime to 3 prime. In this direction only, you can see the DNA, okay, right? Okay, it will be in this direction. So what happens? It will be not like continuous, it will be discontinuous strand. Why it is discontinuous means, I will explain now, right? Imagine the double helical DNA, it is like this, okay? So initially it opened smaller. What happens now? From here to here, this will be going like this, no problem in that case, okay? Because it is 5 prime, it is 3 prime. Wait, I will be showing you bigger. It will be going like this, right? So in opposite direction you have 5 prime here, 3 prime here, right? So from this direction it has to be formed. So what happens from here to here, it will be forming like this, okay? So what happens? 5 prime to 3 prime. So one single strand has been formed. Again what happens? This unwinding location will be moving from here to here. Now what happens? You can see it will be like this, right? So this will be continuously going, no problem in that. Whereas in this case, already it has been produced this much segment. Again what happens? This enzyme will go inside, again it will be producing like this. So whenever happens now, it will be going like this, inside and inside it will be producing. Oh, imagine the hand like this, okay? Initially it was opening like this. So from here to here it is continuously going, no problem in that case. Whereas in opposite direction it has to produce from the inside, okay? Now opening is like this, okay? Imagine what happens, polymerase enzyme will bind here. So from here to here one strand will be produced, okay? Again the opening will be like this. What happens again? From here to here, again from here to here, that will be going like that. So that is called as lagging strand, okay? So that is called as lagging strand, like this. 1, 2 and 3, it will be many lagging strands will be there. So this will be from 5 to 3, 5 to 3 and again 5 to 3. Again when it opens, again what happens? From here also 5 to 3 will be like this. It will be going on like this. So this is called as lagging strand. Lagging strand, or is called as discontinuous strand, or else called as, it is called as Okazaki fragments, okay? So actually 3 names are there. One is called as lagging strand, discontinuous strand and Okazaki fragments. Okazaki is a scientist name. He only discovered this, only it is called as Okazaki fragments. So this will be in discontinuous form, whereas from here to here it will be in continuous form. It is also called as what? Leading strand, okay? Now what happens? So polymerase enzyme has been done its job. Now what happens? You can see here some gaps are there, okay? So these are called as nicks actually. Small nicks will be there. That nicks has to be filled. That nicks will be filled by the enzyme called as ligase enzyme. So ligase enzyme will be helping in sealing. Sealing means what? The nick will be joined, okay? With the help of what happens? Ligase enzyme will come here, that will seal the nicks like this. So the discontinuous strands will be joined, it becomes continuous. So what happens? You know, this small gaps, like you are using some glues or gums to join. For example, here some nick is there, right? Small nick is here. So what happens? It will be joined like this with the help of the ligase enzyme. So that is the function of ligase. The nicks will be joined. And another one enzyme I said, right? Polymerase 1. So what is the function of this polymerase 1? Another one enzyme is called as RNase H. So these two enzymes, okay, polymerase 1 as well as RNase H. So these two will be helping in removing the RNA primers. As I said in the first, right? RNA primers will be there. You can imagine here. Is it right? RNA primers will be there. So from these primers only what happens? Again the DNA polymerase will be extending like this. I said here it will be RNA primer. It is not the nucleotides of DNA. It is a nucleotide of RNA. So it has to be replaced. So this will be replaced by this RNA H as well as this polymerase 1. So what happens after the replication process is over? So this primer will be removed. and then what happens? That will be filled with the help of this polymerase 1, and also what happens? This RNase H will be removing that primers. Okay, that is the function there. In opposite direction, what happens? I said right. This will be like this. So what happens here? Also primers will be there. So small primer here will be there, and again here small primer will be there. So this primers also what will happen? That will be removed by this RNase H. It will be removing the primers. That will be replaced by the polymerase 1. Like this it will be replaced. Now what happens? Here nick is there, the gap. That gap will be filled by the DNA ligase enzyme. So it will be joining like this. So the both directions the DNA replication will be completed. Now what happens? So from the single DNA molecule, after opening all those things, what happens? It is like unwinding. After unwinding, the new strand will be formed like this. Okay, so one will be from 5 to 3 and 3 to 5. Similarly here also, from 1 to DNA strands has been formed. Okay, so this is again what happens? This will unwind, again it will produce another DNA molecule. This will also unwind and produce another 2 DNA molecules. It will be going on like this. This is how the DNA replication is taking place. In the case of DNA replication, you have to keep in mind the main enzymes which is participating. Okay, I will give a summary about the enzymes which is participating here. The first enzyme is helicase enzyme, is for unwinding of DNA. That is the first enzyme. Second is SS, that is single stranded binding proteins. That is for binding to the preventing the rewinding of the unwinded DNA molecule. That is SSB. And next thing what happens? RNA primase enzyme. Primase. It is for production of what? RNA primer. That is a short sequence of nucleotides. RNA nucleotides will be there. That will be for initiating purpose. That is RNA primase. That will be helping there. And then gyrase. Gyrase, or is called as what? Topoisomerase. So this will be helping in relieving the tension which is created as a result of unwinding. That is done by gyrase enzyme. And next enzyme is called as what? The main enzyme is DNA polymerase 3. This is for the synthesis of the new DNA strand. The nucleotides will be joined one by one and the new strand will be produced. For example, you will be having what? A, T, G, C means the new strand will be produced like P, A, C, G. The new strand will be synthesized like this. So it is done by polymerase 3. And then polymerase 2 will be helping in what? 2 as well as 1 will be helping in repair mechanism. So as well as 1 will be helping in what? Refilling the position which is replaced by this primer. Okay, and then next enzyme is RNase H. So RNase H is for removing all the primer after replication is completed. And then ligase enzyme. So ligase is for what? Ligase is for sealing the nicks in the Okazaki fragments. These are all the main enzymes which participates in the DNA replication. In the next session we will be discussing about transcription. Thank you friends. Thank you for watching this video.